everybody, and welcome back to Random Chats with Dade and Jude. I am Dade.
And I am Jude.
And welcome back to another Random Chat. Today, Jude, we are talking about the tiny things that bring us joy, like escapism, those kind of things, right?
Lovely. I like this one. This is exciting.
Well, let's just go straight into it. What does bring that? What is your escapism routine just for yourself?
Well, I'm going to back up 1 second and just say that right now we're in spring, and this is one of my favorite seasons. I am very joyful to be walking around my neighborhood with my dog and just seeing all the lovely wildflowers that are here because of all of the rain that we've had. There's so much abundance of beauty out there at the moment. Everything just looks lush and green and healthy, and it just makes me very happy to be out there in nature. So that's definitely one that makes me feel very joyful.
Well, then, okay, so let's actually just frame back, because when you were saying that, is like, well, how do you describe escapism for yourself? What does that mean to you?
I think being in nature makes me feel like I love going for walks. I love going hiking. I like going to the beach, all the free things in life that are available to us. And if they're close enough to us, it's just nice to take the opportunity to go and just be in it and just absorb in it and be thoughtful in it and thankful in it.
And I think that's the last part where I think you answered the question then, is that to you, those moments are when you're just totally involved in it and it's bringing you joy. It's bringing you kind of that like escapism in your brain to kind of go, I feel very relaxed. I feel, my light's just gone.
Oh, what happened there? We've got a technical fault.
Technical fault. What's that? What's going on?
Oh.
It's back. It's got different lighting filters here. Wow.
That's a good one.
Okay.
That's good.
Nope. That one. We'll go with that one. Sorry about that. That's some technical issues. But yeah, because when I was asking the question, I'm like, it's a thing that I like to do just to be able to just check out and like really just be able to just enjoy my own company and enjoy just being with me.
Yes.
That's where I see escapism for me.
Because you're really good at that. You you exercise daily, don't you? You get yourself up early and out into nature or whatever it might be. I know you do your hiking and stuff, and it is a real time for you to sort of process and start your day on the right foot and clear your mind and be ready for whatever's coming next.
Yeah, look, it started because of necessity, in the sense of I wasn't, because I work 100% from home, I wasn't getting out of the house. I wasn't doing my 10,000 steps a day. And look, you know me, I've loved Runyon Canyon. And it started as well when I was back home in the UK with my mother. And every morning we got up and went for a walk, and it was nice being in nature and escapism. Yes, me and mum were there having chats, but I just felt very at ease and grounded and very like zen about the day ahead. And I was like, when I got back after that trip, I was like, actually, I'm going to do that every day. Like, why aren't I just going out every morning? I've got the time.
It makes you feel better, doesn't it? I mean, sometimes if I've had a crazy start to the day or there's been a lot of noise, I just need to clear my head and just listen to nothing. And sometimes I'm just walking around in a quieter street, maybe I can just hear silly things like the birds chirping. I know it sounds really silly, but it just makes me feel peaceful and calm. It just really sorts me out. Yeah,
agree. Like I get so much joy from just going out, being in nature, seeing the sunrise, saying good morning to people, like joyful. It's just I never thought I'd be like that. Yes, I like to go hiking every morning, like, but
people are happy to do so, and it's nice, isn't it? People are. I feel like when you're doing that, people, oh, hello, you don't know who these people are, but people say it back to you, and you just think, oh, that was nice.
I've started to make friends as I do it so often now, so we chat as well. So I thought as well, yeah. But it's for me, doing that is pure escapism. I do find exercising sometimes does that for me as well, is that I can just escape into a workout and really just kind of, it brings me focus. I think maybe that's because I'm listening to music as well.
It's like a meditative moment, isn't it? Where you're kind of like listening. What's the word?
No, I'm just glad you try.
You're just letting me roll this one out, aren't you? No, keep going, Jude.
That sounds right.
Meditative. I don't know, whatever, but you will get the gist.
But I'm not very good like just going on that kind of. So some people do meditate to escape. I've tried many years, and I do like to kind of focus and just bring the attention back to myself. But I don't feel I truly meditate
I can't either.
I take time for myself. Like every time I climb running, I then sit there for 5 to 10 minutes and concentrate on breathing. Maybe I don't close my eyes. I just look out at the view and it centers me, that kind of thing. And if that's proper meditating, great. I've tried to do it where it's like, I was like totally in it. And I'm like, my mind's just going,
yeah,
this is you're just thinking about, you're not doing it right. It's just, yeah,
absolutely, yeah, you're trying to meditate, but you're actually realizing, well, I'm not actually doing this properly. Am I doing this properly? Should I be breathing at this point? Should I be?
Yeah. So it's
nature.
Yeah,
nature's obviously that's one for both of us then.
And that's the thing for me. It's more of the being out, being in it, but not meditating. There's that kind of thing. Respect people who do. Like, I think it's a beautiful kind of way to really then look after yourself and kind of anchor. And that's the thing. I think for me, being outside just anchors me, and people find meditating anchoring as well.
Yeah. So another one that I really like to do is the beach.
Yes.
I never fail to be amazed by the beach. I don't know why, whether it's a rainy day, a cloudy day, a sunny day, a windy day. There's something about being at the beach which just, every time I come back, I just feel deeply relaxed.
Not going to the beach with you on a rainy day, or it's like, I want to go for the sunshine.
Well, of course, but it's a 365. It's an all-year-rounder.
True. I like, you do, when you walk along by an ocean, you do get a different kind of feeling and things like that. And it's like, you can just get lost by sitting on a beach sometimes and just listening to the ocean and having the moments.
And equally, if you're not close to the ocean, any kind of mountainous, like when I did we did a little road trip and we went to some states last year, Utah and Arizona, and I've never seen such like landscape, which is just so engulfing and incredible. And I actually went up Sedona with my son, and we got all the way up to the top, and it was him that wanted to do it. He was the driver behind it, and I was a bit apprehensive because it was quite high. But when we got to the top, we could just see this incredible view, and I was just like, wow, just wow. I could have stayed up there for hours, but that was absolute escapism, because when has that ever happened, and when will that ever happen again? It was just amazing.
And look, that's why I like my escapism. Whilst I do these Spartan races where I run up and down mountains, like sometimes when you're at the top and you're just overlook, it's just like this massive kind of like, wow, is there? It gives you a kind of different perspective. But just go back to something you said when you said, oh, if you don't hear the sea or be by the sea, I was like, oh, do you lift up a shell and listen to it?
I have been known to do that in the past. I never know if that's actually true. Is that true? I mean, listen, you pick up a conch shell and you do definitely hear a whirring, but it's not the sea. It's just like, your ear, right? Yeah.
Like it used to be. Like, I just on a very side note, this may be very weird for every viewers right now. Sometimes when I used to sleep, I used to hear this like what I thought was like marching, and it was like, no, it's just your heartbeat, you idiot. You can hear I know, that's something I never thought I'd share on the podcast, but there you go. Welcome. Back to the topic at hand. Movies for me, pure escapism. Like,
and is there a particular type of movie, Dave, that you like?
I'm wearing Captain America, Marvel kind of stuff, massively into that. But I think just in general, I love going to the cinema. I love to just be able to go out and just be able to, like, even if you don't go to the cinema or just watch a movie in itself, I think allowing that time to be totally focused and totally kind of like absorbed into something and switch off the brain if need be, unless it's like a movie where you need to kind of keep ahead and those kind of things. But for me, I go to the cinema as well because then I don't look at my phone. Like, it's pure escapism. When I do a film at home, like, my phone's there, I keep checking it and those kind of things. But I feel going to the movies actually helps you with that escape shut off as well.
And also the genre of movie that you like to see, like the Marvel movies. I mean, that's escapism in itself, isn't it? Because it's so like, it's not a documentary and it's not like a thriller or something like that. I mean, it's literally superheroes on a screen, probably 3D, right? With all the surround sound. And it totally immersifies you in that moment.
Absolutely. It's like, I'm actually, because obviously, I read comics. I love reading comics. And for me, it's bringing the stories off the page, and actually I'm visualizing them. And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I think that goes all the way back to even when I was younger as well. I used to get lost in movies that way as well.
Yeah, well, comics was the beginning of that, wasn't it? I mean, I've loved the fact that all of these movies that we saw as kids have now kind of come around for a second time around, or third time around even, and they've been made bigger and better every time. I love the fact that some of these movies as well, they start at one place, like Star Wars. You know how it's like when we were kids, you'd see 1, 2, and 3, and then suddenly 6 came out, and then 5 came out, and it worked backwards, didn't it? There wasn't like a sequence of order. And I remember thinking to myself, like, this is completely like, I never got it because I was a girl and I never. Well, I am right with when I say that.
Yeah, yeah. They came out with episode.
No, it's the timeline. That's it.
They
It's the
came out with
timeline of thing.
episode 4, 5, and 6 first. Then they went back and did 1, 2, 3, and then they did 7, 8, 9. And Jude,
as you can see, I was completely lost. Sorry.
And Jude, they just announced
they're going
to do 10, 11, 12 as well.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to do another 3.
Oh wow! Well, there you go. Well, maybe we'll have to go to one. We'll have to go to one and maybe do a podcast on it.
And we'll do Escapism together.
Fantastic! I like that. I like that.
What else do you do?
What about dining out? Is a nice thing to do sometimes.
Yeah, no, I do love going out once in a while.
Escapism because it. Sorry.
I also like doing the opposite of not going out and sitting on my sofa and doing nothing as well.
But you see, you look at our lives; they're very different. Escapism for me is because I get out of the kitchen and I don't have to be cooking, so that's an escape for me. Whereas for you, you don't have children to think about, and so therefore you are a man of your own desires, and you can just go off and do your thing. So for me, escapism is just having somebody else cook my food for me for once. That's a nice thought.
Yeah, look. For me, yeah, no, like I know one of us we both get lost in that we haven't even tapped on, like cooking and like cooking things. Like we actually both do enjoy cooking for people and things.
Very much.
But that we get lost in the method as well. Like we love the method of it, and that's escapism for us, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just have to say, and I'm not going to say it because I don't want to seem. I've just bought a new kitchen apparatus that's changed my life. I don't want to plug it though, or say the name of it, but it's a fryer that uses air to cook stuff.
An air fryer.
There you go. Not plugging anything.
No, not at all.
But yeah, that's been fun to use, and that's a bit different.
I do think maybe we should have a conversation about home products that make us happy, because I've just gone and bought a Scott steam cleaner, and that makes me happy as well. So maybe a different podcast altogether. Oh no, but it's weird. It's a weird thing, but we'll cover it in a different podcast. So I think there's a different angle there.
Oh dear. So yeah, I completely changed the traction of this conversation today. I do apologize. But also, can I just say that this is fun and escapism. This is nice, doing this with you. It's a break from the norm. It's very different. It's a new challenge. It's fun. I'm laughing with you. I'm chatting to you. It's a lovely form of escapism for me.
And that's the thing, is I think even taking anything from this podcast is just finding those moments to have some time to take time to do this. Like we take time to be able to do this every week for you. And that brings us joy. It's escapism. We're talking about different things. Please let us know if you're liking us talking about these random things and other topics that you'd like us to talk about.
Because I know, hang on, everybody. I know that you are all desperate for me to go more on about the air fryer. I can tell. I can feel it. I'm feeling it. You're feeling really enthused by my enthusiasm.
But I would mostly encourage everybody, what do you do for your escapism? Is it reading a book? I listen to books more. Is it painting? Is it something creative? We've got friends who are very creative and paint art and create music. That was bringing me stress levels, to be honest.
Yes, right.
It's finding those, I think, unique moments where you can have those escapism moments, and we'd love to hear from you, what yours are. And we'd encourage it always just to be something where you're finding time to be with you and what brings you joy. So we'd love to hear that. Wouldn't we?
There's a nice little anecdote to end on. It's called PDF, which is playtime, downtime, and fun time. And I think those are 3 things that you could take away from this podcast, because to be honest, there's not much else.
Inspiration, Jude. Inspiration. No, say that again. I like that.
PDF, playtime, downtime, and fun time.
Yeah, the downtime. Yeah, I like that.
Important.
It's very simple and very easy to remember. So thank you for that, Jude, on ending on that. on that note.
Well.
So thank you, viewers, for tuning in once again. This has been Random Chats with Dade and Jude. I'm Dade.
And I'm Jude.
And we look forward to chatting to you about something random again very soon. Take care. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and see you soon.
Bye-bye.